Imagine, if you will, you've caught the common cold. Your plans for the week are ruined. You are laid up in bed. You have not eaten in like 12 hours. You feel just generally awful. You're starting to get a fever. Everything's getting a little bit cloudy and dizzy. And you're scrolling through movies and you come across Edge of Tomorrow. And you think to yourself, yeah, that was a great movie. I think I'll watch that while I suffer incoherently. And everything is going normal. Tom Cruise is running, Emily Blunt is being Emily Blunt. That is, until you get to this scene. I want you to remember, you are having a fever. You are starving as well. And you have probably not drank enough water because your throat hurts. And no, soda doesn't count. In your delirious state, you pause the movie. You rewind 10 seconds. You watch it again. Your stomach growls. You want to eat a fried mimic. And then maybe later, after you've recovered, you go, hey, that was kind of a weird thing to think. So you watch it again. And it still looks delicious. It looks like the best thing since sliced bread. And so you keep watching the movie, but every time the mimics are on screen, and especially once they shoot the mimics and they shrivel up and die, you're filled with an insatiable hunger. Like, we need to plate it up. Something about, I cannot be the only one who's thinking this, right? There has to be at least 2 or 3 other souls out there who have watched this movie and have thought, wow, that looks delicious, I need to eat it. Like, I'm telling you, in an alternate, like in a realistic version of this movie, we would have just hunted these things to eat them because that looks so good. It looks like calamari. And that's a whole nother thing. I love calamari. But I am apprehensive every time I order it because I'm always worried they're gonna have like the eyes on them, even though I'm pretty sure they're supposed to cut them out because they're crunchy, supposedly. But I'm still always wary of it because it's always covered in breadcrumbs. And so I can't really see. It's still delicious though. The idea of eyes in my mouth is kind of off-putting. That's why I can't eat escargot or anything like that. But anyway, it's kind of, I'm choosing to believe that in the universe of Edge of Tomorrow, there were at least a couple hunters out there who would hunt the mimics, but they hunted them for food, for survival. And like stir-fried the mimics with butter and sage and garlic. And even to this day, it's been weeks since I've been cold-free, and I'm still thinking about the mimics. And like I looked it up online, not even on Tumblr will you find anyone talking about this. In fact, there's pretty much no fan base for Edge of Tomorrow, except for on Reddit, which is really frustrating because I hate Reddit. I don't know, I guess the target audience is just here's the target audience and here's the people who are into fandom, and they don't really intersect there. But yeah, in my head, okay, I don't remember what the main character's name is, but in my head, Tom Cruise, Emily Blunt, and J Squad are all at a table eating fried mimic. But seriously, all the action scenes were ruined because every time I was like, oh, that looks so good. I'm so hungry. Then afterwards I was like eating toast and pretending like, I'm eating mimic, because that was the only way I was able to get food down. So, pro tip if you're ever sick, just imagine you're eating mimic. I didn't see anyone talking about this, so I saw a void that needed to be filled. I wish I knew how to make calamari. But yeah, imagine like a kid who's really obsessed with Edge of Tomorrow and he has an Edge of Tomorrow birthday party. And as the party favors, it's calamari, but like they dye it a dark color and they say, oh, it's mimic. That would be so cool. Parents out there, you're allowed to use this idea for your child. I think they would like it. Order yourself some calamari if you don't like calamari or your favorite food. And shine on. Bye.